Oh, hi everyone, I'm back. Where have I been, you say? I went to the Lyme Regis Fossil Festival and I've been there for 2 days and it's been amazing. Pile of stuff here, some random stuff as well. Yeah, I got a deer whistle. It's really dear. So I thought I'd show you some of the bits from the haul. Well, I say absolutely amazing 2 days. Lyme Regis was absolutely rammed. It was exhausting. And if you've ever been to Lyme Regis in Dorset in the UK and you've gone up that hill and you've gone down that hill and then you've gone back up that hill, you know how exhausting it is. But yeah, absolutely stunning event. So, well, to introduce it. So this is a flyer. I'll let you pause there. Sorry about the camera, it's my webcam. So this is what we did. It's the 8th and the 9th. That was weekend. Free entry to the museums. There were films, books, kids entertainers, adults entertainment. Not in that sense. There was, you could polish fossils. You could go on fossil walks, digs, all sorts, and the buying and selling was, holy moly, buying and selling was seriously good, and you'll see what I mean. And I was good. I was not naughty. So that's the event, and I'll leave that there. Now these two little tiny bits of rock, I better as well introduce them. I took my sieve down to the beach where we were because we went to Charmouth and we used Charmouth as our base camp. And Charmouth Beach and Lyme Regis Beach join up. It's like in one big C shape. It's a very, very long stretch, but the whole of the cliff sides is collapsing. It's really dangerous. People are told don't go up the cliff to fossil hunt, but they still do. And then there's like a welly graveyard. Goodness knows how many wellies are stuck in the mud. So, but I took my sieve down, I took a spade, and I went and stood in the sea and I sieved. And I didn't come up with anything big. I didn't find any giant ammonites or anything major. But I did find these two tiny things. And that's a belemite. I know it's tiny. And this, I'm not sure, but I know it's something. But you're probably saying, oh, it's just a pebble. No, there's strata lines in it. It's something, but I'm not great at identifying fossils when they're this small, but I know it's something. But at least I found my own little belemite. So I am happy. I came away from that trip happy. I found my own fossils. Yeah, it wasn't anything giant, like a giant ammonite or a plesiosaur or a mosasaur or anything big like that. But you know what? Finding something for me is everything. So, like I say, we stayed in Charmouth. If you're in Charmouth, go to Newlands. It's literally one of the first hotel places that you bump into. They are really, really, really good, very affordable. You can get a motel, caravan, lodge, glamping pods, all sorts there. So, on with what I bought. Actually, before we went to the Fossil Festival, I popped into the Donkey Sanctuary over in, is it Seaton or Sidmouth? It's either Sidmouth or Seaton. I think it's Sidmouth. But we went from where we are all the way up to Sidmouth and Seaton, and we did the towns around there. And we popped into a Donkey Sanctuary, and I got myself these adorable notelets. And as you can see, they were $2.95. I'm not a cheapskate, but I do look for good value. And so you get two designs, and I just like the artwork for those. So got those. And I treated myself to a keyring because I like to get memento bits. I know it's cheesy, but we don't have a fridge that you can stick magnets on. So keyrings works really well. And this one's got the Donkey Sanctuary, a cute little carrot, a little donkey, and a little horseshoe. And that's a double-sided one. And I think I paid £5 for that, which because of all the charms, I think it's pretty good value. So we had a couple of hours at Donkey Sanctuary. Didn't see many donkeys, in all honesty. I was a bit disappointed with that one. I don't know why, but we did not find many donkeys there. But we did our donation because at the end of the day, they're a charity. So that was that. And then we came back, we set up base camp in Charmouth. And then the next day, went into Lyme Regis for the festival. Oh, I've got so much paperwork. So this year, there's the programme, and that's got all about the event. There were talks, there were professors from different universities. You had the Isle of Wight, you had Oxford, you had Yorkshire were there. There were workshops going on all through the day. So the kids making their own toys. There was that printing thing where you put a bit of paper over the objects and you rub it with crayon and you get the impression through. There was that going on. There was competitions around the Mary Anning statue, talks and reenactments, loads of cosplayers, beautifully done. It was just absolutely amazing. And like I said, there was literally so much going on. I mean, that's all what was going on. And the adverts are nice. We went, had some good food. I think so, absolutely amazing. The only place that didn't play ball was the dinosaur aisle. We thought they were free like the main museum, but they weren't. And the guy was a bit shirty with me. Wasn't. I'm going to have to chat with them later because it wasn't up to standard. But yeah, so we went off. We went in the main museum, Lyme Regis' main museum. It is a beautiful little museum. It is a small museum. Doesn't take long to get round. But as it was a free event, it was just a nice thing. We couldn't go in on a Saturday though, because Saturday was, the queue was humongous. So we gave in on Saturday and went and did other things and came back on Sunday really early and did that on Sunday. So also went to the Charmouth Heritage Coast Centre while I was there. I got given by University of Portsmouth a scale, a proper, if you find a fossil, here's your scale. And that's, I bet that for a freebie to me. I love it. That's going to come in handy. Look, my hand is this big there to scale. So this is absolutely brilliant. Lovely little thing for the universities to be giving away. The educational talks there were amazing. It was for all levels, kids, adults. Nobody was excluded. It was really, really, really good. And like me, I went round and I picked up the cards, trying to get my words out. So there were fossil walks, as I say. We had the people who do the, if you want a Dremel, drills, hammers, chisels, all the equipment, they were there. And the artists, holy moly. I'm going to draw holy moly in a minute. The artists, don't know if you can see that QR code. I'll try and post a link to all the artists later, but absolutely stunning artwork. Really, really inspirational. I came away from this whole thing not only feeling chuffed that I'd been and found my own fossils, but to see different artists. I went and saw the stuff from the Etchers collection, which is the one recently featured with David Attenborough. And I got some bits from Dolly Hot Dogs. Actually, I can show you that. The item I got from Dolly Hot Dogs is this card. So I just saw this image and I thought, that's awesome. So I had to get that. I could have got it on a bag and all sorts, but I like cards. I'm not old-fashioned. So yeah. I got cards. I got business cards because there's a lot of people I like to go back through the year and get stuff from. So it's not just like on the day support. It's like a year's worth of support. So we had stone barrow fossils. I got something very nice from them. Put that one there. So art-wise, I got some prints. There was this guy who was taking children's drawings and turning them into drawings like this. So it didn't matter how bad the kid's drawing was. He was turning it into the most amazing bits of artwork. Kudos to them. And that was from charity. So it's from the paleo... you know what? I can't pronounce these things. I'm dyslexic. Paleontology Association, and it's a registered charity. And they had colouring in for the kids. They had guests of food chain, what lived where. There was so much going on. I didn't get round to sadly joining in the drawing classes, but they were round, absolutely round. So yeah, that was the one at Charmouth. Lovely. Again, another little museum, absolutely lovely. That was a really, really cute artist. Very stylized, but I nearly bought some stickers, but I was running out of cash by this point for a very good reason. But yes, another really, really nice one. And then I got from the Etchers collection. So if you saw the program by David Attenborough about the was it plesiosaur or plesiosaur? That one, the one that looks like a mosasaur. They were there, so I had to get a postcard from them. And then I've got this postcard from them as well, which that inspires me. I want to do a drawing like that. And I know in my little head, I can do this. But because I've been out for a year with illness and health issues, I lost my motivation. I'm getting it back. This is what I mean by getting inspired. So not only was the trip to do with seeing cute things, getting mementos, it was finding my own little fossils. I spoke with people, professors. I've got lovely freebies and I've got inspiration. This is going to power me for quite some time. So on with the bitty bits. Right, let's go in here. So I got this cute little keyring. That was from the Etchers collection. Actually, I should really put these all together, shouldn't I? So that's the Etchers collection. And so I got some. That's the Megasaurus. That's on one keyring. And then you got the Natural History Museum of Oxford. I think that's Oxford one. Yep. And then the little jawbone on there. So again, it's a nice little charm one, £6. Somebody's hammering outside. Kudos to them. And then I got this one, which is like a T-Rex skull. This was from the Lyme Regis Museum, about £5-6 again. You got the T-Rex skull, the Triceratops, and I would say a T-Rex because it's got two fingers. So again, really cute. Because these are too nice to have dangling from your bag. I just really love them. And then what else have I got down here? Let's get these ones out. Oh yeah, and I bought a purse. I don't think it's 10. I bought a purse for £5.45. Right, I'll grab that in a second. But so we have Paleo Games. Do you like D&D? Paleo Games is for you. It's basically D&D with dinosaurs, and the 3D printed pieces were absolutely brilliant. So yeah, definitely recommend looking them up. They had the boards laid out, and they looked really cute. And again, they had cosplayers for that. Emily Higgs art. Again, beautiful artwork. Just made you stop. It made you look. I was getting a very, very full bag by this point, and we had a lot of walking to do, so I wasn't able to buy much on the art side. I had to be a bit selective. And then the other artist was this one, who is Daily Dino Sketch. very cute work. Each one of the artists was very differently styled, and that's what made it really, really good, because they were all unique in their own ways. Oh yeah, I got some Woolies chocolate. I get that from the Ammonite shop in Lyme Regis. Woolies chocolate is really, really good, high quality. If you want something a lot better than Cadbury's, a lot better than Galaxy, that's it's not exactly organic, but it's the higher quality. So if I want 90% dark to almost like 99% dark, this is the company I go to. Very, very good chocolate. Expensive, but once you've tried it, you realise why it's so expensive. Let me grab that purse. So the purse I got is this. That was Paleo Floof. And that's CF 549. So I think that's pretty. They had different ones, but that's the one that I decided to go for. Right, and then on to the main bits. So for you to decide, you two can behave. You two better behave, and you definitely behave. So on some of the stalls, you had fossil lucky dips. These are absolutely brilliant, or fossil stubby bags. So some of them came bagged up like that, and some of them. So these ones were about £4, and then these ones were just £1. So a bit different in price range and show off, but they're all roughly the same thing. So I got myself some of these. These little bags are brilliant, because in these ones you get health and safety notice, but you get IDs. So in this case, this bag should contain ray teeth, sand, tiger shark teeth, sea snake vertebrae, a tooth, another tooth from a crow shark, and possibly another tooth. So in theory, that's what all of these should be in, and I'll open them up at the end. Where this one is kind of the same. You've got 3 fossils, and they're not mint perfectly amazing fossils. They are like bits and bobs. So they're like the bits that nobody wants, basically. So in this one, we've got a turtle shell piece, belemite, and a sea snake vertebrae. There seems to be a lot of sea snake vertebrae. So that's really, really cool. And these ones, you literally have no idea. Last time when I got some of these, there was teeth and little belemite bits and such. And I've got a tray with them in, so I can expand on that tray. There was little games of where you could sieve your own sand and find your own bits. That was cute. So I'll open those at the end, because I want to show you the main bits. Right, what were you? You're right. So this is one of the main ones. Here we go. 1 ammonite. I hope the camera's going to show the colour. So most of the ammonites that they have at the shows are reds, russet browns, golds, and then I saw this one, and it's like petrol blue, moss green, and almost gold colours. And I absolutely love this. This one was about 20. And you can see how well polished it is. They polish for England, to tell you. No information came with this one though, but it's still absolutely beautiful piece. Some of them, they were doing like extra pieces, really ornate bits coming out. I don't know if I got any photos of those though. But yep, so that's one of them. And then this one, I'm trying to remember what this one is. Yeah, I had a moment of buying a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, this is, I believe, a carcar. No, it's not a carcar. It's like a Meggy tooth. And again, this one was about 35. I've got a smaller one, but I just wanted something a bit bigger. This kind of shows you how big my hand is, doesn't it? I've got a hand size of about a 9-year-old. I've got very small hands. But I wanted something where I got more of the edge. I know there would normally be a lot more edge. And this piece would come up here. So it would be like that in the mouth, give or take. But the back of this one is pretty good, actually. Some of them didn't have any backs at all, really rough. Had to go through a lot of boxes to find this one. So yeah, that's my toothy tooth. Tell you what, let's put you there. So that's the tooth and that one. And the big bits. Now I've got to get this right. This one weighs a bit. In one of the fossil shops, they've got a tower about, if I don't know if I got it on my YouTube channel yet, I'll try and put it up. It's a tower of about 4 foot high of this, and it's solid. Yeah. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? It weighs a ton. You'll notice the camera. The actual bedrock that it's on actually has glitteriness. But isn't that beautiful? Let's see if I can get the label. So yeah, it's from Morocco, which I know isn't local, but and this is Nautilus, 350 million years old. But isn't that beautiful? And this was an offcut. So this was basically in a scrap bin, and this was about £25. There's a couple of bits. You can see why it went to the scrap bin. But in all honesty, these pieces are absolutely perfect. There's nothing wrong with these. But the guy who does these is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I treated myself to one of them. I mean, the tower that he has, like I say, is 4 foot plus high, and it's just solid tube of these. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll try and make sure I put the video up. Now, do I do eeny, meeny, miny, mo? Oh, we'll do this one first. Oh, there's another little pin badge. Got that for the etchers. Yeah, I like these memento things. So, tell you what, the joy of fossils, they weigh a ton. Right. Now, this one, I'm hoping I still got the ticket for it. It's funny, some of the sellers give you a really good bag and bubble wrap and other bits, and other sellers are like, here you go, and chuck it at you, which is what happened with the last one I'll show. This one's not bad because he knows I wasn't travelling too far. Here she is. Ta-da! This is part of a mammoth tooth. It weighs an absolute ton. It's actually equal to the weight as this block. I've always wanted a mammoth tooth. I know it's only part of one, but it's just something I've always wanted in my collection. A bit like what the other item that I bought is. This one, 150. But I think it was worth it. It's big. It's beautiful quality. I have got a ticket for it somewhere. I will have to dig out the ticket. But it is very old, as you can guess. All these grooves. I've got to work out which way round it goes because it can't have gone that way round. So it's got to be kind of. So I'll work it out. But yes, I've treated myself to a mammoth tooth. Had to be done. Oh, when you go to these events, I mean, I've saved pretty much all year. I've scrimped and saved to treat myself for 2 days of fossil bonanza. And the last biggie before I open up the little mystery bags is this one. This guy literally only had the tissue paper to wrap this in. I was an idiot. I should have called across to one of the other tables and said, anyone got any bubble wrap? Anyone got a box? Instead, I had to wrap it in a scarf and basically shove it in a bag and hold it to my chest. And this is a weird one. I'm hoping I've got it the right way around. It's got like something rocking inside of it. So this is a bit more delicate. I'd like to put this one out. And wondering if you can guess from the shape what it's going to be. Yeah. See the tooth? Now, sadly, I think these are quite hard to find because a lot of people just smash the teeth out of them and then run off with the teeth. And I am amazed this has actually made it in one piece, considering the adventures that we had. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you. So she's trying to find the camera. There we go. A cave bear jaw. About in Australasia, about 20,000 years old. It feels like silk. So that's the inside edge. And we've got a canine and a molar. Let's try and turn you. So there's something moving in here. So let's bring you over there. There you go. How about that? Isn't that beautiful? Even got the indents where the muscles and such would have attached. The canine's slightly loose, so as you can see just there. That's probably what I could feel moving down here. But yeah, and that dip where the muscles were. So yeah, that's my special treat, is to get this. This one was about 180, I think I went for in the end. A little bit of a negotiate. But yeah, so I have got my own official cave bear jaw. You can see where the other teeth would have gone in. As to these teeth were probably taken out and sold on separately. Yeah, so there we go. So that's that one. Right, let's put you somewhere safe. I'm going to put you just there. And then, last but not least, I'm going to open up these little guys. So, as we said, so in theory, I should have a snake vertebrae, belemnite, and turtle shell in this one. I'll actually look at what's in these. Here we are. And they're not lying. That is definitely a snake vertebrae. Teeny weeny weeny. Very delicate. Yeah, that's definitely tortoiseshell. I should know I've got one on my wall. So that's the in. That feels like the inside and that feels like the outside. So that's probably a running edge. That can't be right there, can it? Because it would curve that way. Just feels too smooth. So I might have a go at polishing that. See the tissue between the two bits. I might have a go at polishing that and see what comes up. Might get lucky. And then we've got a belemnite. So this little thing here is related to this thing here. Pretty cool, eh? So that's those three. Let's put those three on there. And then I've got fossil study bag. I could have quite happily walked away with about 20 of these. And in this, we should have the mosa sawtooth, crow shark, that one's tooth, the snake vertebrae, a shark tooth, and a ray tooth. Ray teeth. Right. Let's see what comes up like this. And this one's different because this comes in a little cute baggie, which is nice. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Right, let's get this out. Gently pour. I know they probably do this with a scoop. Oh, blimey. Oh, crumbs. Oh, there's more than I can handle. Okay, yeah, that's a bigger snake vertebrae. That's got to be the ray teeth. Blimey. Oh, that's got to be the mosa sawtooth. Wow. So as I say, they're not perfect pieces. These are like the scraps. That's the other tooth. There's little shark teeth. That's a ray tooth. Some more of the ray. More little shark teeth. Gosh. Another vertebrae. Another one of these little teeth. Another piece of mosa sawtooth. Another piece of ray tooth. And another tiny shark tooth. I tell you what, that is really good. That one was £3 something, I think, and that one was £4. Blimey. I like that. That's a good amount. That's not to be sneezed at. They're literally different tables were doing these bags, so you kind of, it was a real lucky dip. So this one, now these are going to be much more all over the place. So what I'm going to do is open both of them. These are going to be much smaller. Probably more teeth. So what, let's put you there. Jesus. Let's be smart. Gosh, that's tiny. Let's check left. No. And the first one, we've got lots of tiny, tiny, tiny teeth. So there's the camera, can pick that up. Oh, it's a clam. A little clamshell. So this one's got the little shark teeth. That's a little Belemnites. Tiny, tiny little bits. Harder to identify. So let's see what the next one brings out. So these little ones were only £1. So in these ones, you definitely get more shark teeth. I'm going to build a whole shark at this rate. The clams are a nice feature. That's different. They did have some polished clams, and they did look stunning. Ah, there's ray teeth in there as well. It's definitely Belemnites. Not sure who that is. Some of these are more dusty. So value for money. They're equally good in their own way. This you don't get as clear a selection. These are definitely more kind of odds and sods. Tiny little vertebrae bits. But this one's good for if you just want 3 pieces. But this one, that was a fossil study bag. I definitely think that's the best out of all of them. So the pound ones, yep, pretty good little selection, quite cute. Some different bits in there. It's a pretty sharp tooth as well. More brokeny, crumbly bits is how I describe them. Then the fossil mystery bag that I got, the yellow one, the Lucky Dip. That's pretty good. You've got the information pack. That's what I like, is that you've got the information with these. But that one wins definitely face down. Right, let's put you with you. You go with you. So yeah, that is my haul. Just got a drink. So all of this has got to be wiped down very gently, and then I will be displaying that on one of my displays. So overall, like I say, absolutely fascinatingly brilliant day. I've come away inspired by art. I've come away with things that I've always wanted to get my paws on. Yes, you especially, and you, and you, and you. But I just wanted to show you. And the thing was, there was plushy toys. There were plastic toys, if you like, your models. There was so much going on. There was face painting. There was a guy doing like a history talk. There was films going on. There were clothing, towels, bed linen, bags, everything imaginable. The only things that ruined the day was the car parking fees. We had to pay £15 because it was 4 hours or all day, basically. And we needed to do at least 6 hours. So we had to do the all day on the first day. So we did that. The 15 quid that I spent on the car parking of the event, I should have been able to buy another fossil with, basically. Or pay to have a really nice meal somewhere. You know, it should have gone into the event, not into the car park. So the second day we went park and ride. Absolutely brilliant. It was about £1, £2, £3 cheaper to do the park and ride than it was to do the car park, and it did save our legs. And I've got God knows how many hours. I don't know how many hours of footage. I couldn't film much in the event, and a few people didn't want you filming in the event because of security. Because, like I say, there were some serious pieces on sale, which is understandable. But my whole trip was good. I got to see wild bunnies really up close and personal, and I love my wild bunnies. And they were all healthy bunnies. Unlike the ones around here, they've all got myxomatosis, which is not fun. But lovely, healthy bunnies. On the first day, when we went down and we saw the Mary Anning statue, if you can go and see it, because it is a beautifully detailed statue. It really, really is. The detail in the cast is, I don't know, it's really, it's so realistic, it's unbelievable. Even the fabric, the weave of the fabric is in it. Go see it. But while we were there, a seal popped up, so I got to see a seal, and I love seeing seals. We tried a place of food which did something in badger. I put that in my main video, but they did what they call moo pies. And so I went for the Heidi pie, and there was ghost cheese, butternut squash, spinach, and that had a sesame seed top pie crust with mash and vegan gravy, and it was absolutely lush. But I will put all that when I get all this together and I put it in a main video, which I will do, then I'll showcase all of that. I'll put links below in the description of the main video. But yeah, 2 days of a lot of walking. I think first day we walked about 50 kilometers. Second day we walked about 36 because we didn't have to do all the hill work. And I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I think a lot of people thoroughly enjoy themselves. I mean, prices of food you've got to shop smart on. So, like I say, I treated myself to the chocolate because I love it, and I don't get it that often. Ice cream, though, was way expensive. You can get it cheaper, say, in the Tesco's. It was something like £3 a scoop. And they were doing hollow scoops, when they curve it around and you just get a massive gap in the middle. So it wasn't even a full scoop. So I ended up on Costa's frappes for the days. So you just got to shop smart. There's a lot of gulls down there, and they're more aggressive. So when we had food, I had my mobile playing gull sound, red kite sounds and buzzard sounds to keep the gulls away from our snacks, and that worked. Unlike some poor chap. Oh gosh, that poor chap. He walked out with his chips held in front of him. They weren't there for long. About 30 gulls hit at the same time, and it made me think of what a pack of velociraptors would look like if they were hunting chips. But that chap lost his chips, an expensive lesson too. Because if you lose your chips to gulls, you can't get a refund because it's your fault for holding it out. But that was quite entertaining. So I just thought I'd share these bits, and like I say, hopefully there'll be a video in the next couple of days when I've sat down and put everything together, showcasing a bit more. But I hope this has given you some inspiration, made you have a think. Do you have a local fossil festival? Do you have a museum that does events? Could your museum do events? Maybe suggest. And definitely, if you've got a chance to go to one, go to one. So till next time, all the best, and happy drawing to you all.